Have you ever wondered why one of the most recognizable children in the world isn't always front and center in public events? Despite being fourth in line to the British throne and a beloved member of the royal family, Prince Louis of Wales hasn't yet become a familiar face at some major engagements, and there's an important reason behind it. Today, we're diving into the real story behind Louis's public appearances, the careful plan set by his parents, and what it tells us about royal upbringing in 2026. Prince Louis of Wales may be one of the youngest members of the British royal family, but he has made a memorable imprint in public life through carefully chosen appearances that reflect both family bonds and the responsibilities of royalty. As the third and youngest child of Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, Louis continues to grow up under the watchful attention of the world, yet in a way that honors his youth while introducing him gently to public life. Across 2025 and into early 2026, Prince Louis has been seen alongside his parents and siblings at several meaningful events that highlight his presence as part of the Wales family. In May 2025, he appeared with Prince William, Princess Catherine, Prince George and Princess Charlotte on the Buckingham Palace balcony, and at a military procession marking the 80th anniversary of Victory in Europe Day, a symbolic moment that celebrated national history and brought the family together in a shared public experience. Later in the year, Louis joined his parents and siblings at the Together at Christmas carol service hosted by his mother at Westminster Abbey, one of the most warmly received annual royal traditions. Their cameras captured sweet, spontaneous moments, including glimpses of connection between Louis and his mother, offering a contrast to more formal occasions and underscoring the personal warmth behind his public appearances. These appearances are part of a broader pattern of measured participation. While Louis has not been present at every royal engagement, his public role has evolved in harmony with his age and family priorities. For example, earlier in 2025, the family timed an official outing in London to coincide with the start of a new school year for Louis and his siblings, showing a deliberate effort by William and Kate to align their duties with family life. Commentators note that both William and Catherine approach parenthood with a desire to balance public service with normal childhood experiences for their children, encouraging Louis and his siblings to enjoy age-appropriate activities while also participating in select ceremonial roles. This thoughtful approach extends to future considerations as well, with discussions in the public sphere about how Louis and his older siblings might be encouraged to define their own paths, a strategy that royal insiders suggest could allow them freedom to choose whether to take on working royal duties as they grow older. Looking ahead, reports also suggest that the Wales children, including Louis, could be part of future significant engagements, such as the possibility of traveling with their parents for major international events in 2026. A planned visit to the United States tied to the FIFA World Cup and celebratory occasions linked to historic milestones has been mentioned as a potential first trip of its kind for the family's younger members, indicating how Louis may increasingly participate in the global profile of the monarchy as he matures. What emerges from these snapshots is a portrait of a young prince whose public appearances are not defined by absence, but by intentional presence, thoughtfully paced, rooted in family connection and mindful of his development. Through holiday traditions, commemorative ceremonies, and shared moments with his parents and siblings, Prince Louis embodies both the continuity of royal heritage and the personal growth of a child finding his way within it. To understand the public perception of Prince Louis and how certain moments have drawn attention, it helps to revisit the balcony appearances where his behavior became a talking point. During the annual Trooping the Colour celebrations, a ceremonial parade honoring the monarch's official birthday, the royal family traditionally gathers on the Buckingham Palace balcony to watch the RAF fly past and greet cheering crowds. At the 2025 Trooping the Colour event, cameras captured a lively and spontaneous moment involving Prince Louis. Rather than standing quietly like the rest of the family, the 7-year-old waved enthusiastically toward the crowds long after others had paused, prompting his older brother, Prince George, to gently intervene and signal that it was time to stop. Moments like this highlight a natural childlike energy, and sometimes the playful exuberance of youth amid formal protocol, rather than any deeper behavioral concern. In previous years, Louis has often been the source of charming, attention-grabbing moments on the balcony. During the 2024 celebrations, footage and lip-reading commentary noted Louis reacting spontaneously to the flypast, even uttering a relatable woe to his mother as jets soared overhead, a moment that resonated broadly as evidence of his delight and wonder at the spectacle. Commentators and royal observers have emphasized that Louis's behavior at such events tends to reflect the normal exuberance of a young child navigating formal traditions. At earlier balcony appearances, including iconic moments from childhood, Like covering his ears during a loud flypast when he was younger, Louis's expressive reactions endeared him to the public rather than raising alarm. Attention sometimes shifts to how his family responds. For example, at Trooping the Colour 2025, Louis's older siblings and parents were seen smiling at his enthusiastic engagement, with Prince George stepping in to maintain balance and Kate Middleton offering the familiar mix of warmth and subtle guidance that many parents worldwide can recognize in similar situations. In this context, rather than interpret quiet or playful behavior as distress, most experts and royal commentators frame these moments as part of Louis's personality growing up under public scrutiny. His high-spirited waving and spontaneous reactions are widely seen as natural expressions of a child enjoying the spectacle, even when they contrast with the more formal decorum expected at such occasions. What the public doesn't always see are the thoughtful decisions and private choices that shape how and when Prince Louis appears on the world stage. Rather than secret directives or covert embargoes, the pattern of his appearances reflects a deliberate and age-appropriate introduction to public life crafted by his parents, Prince William and Catherine, the Princess of Wales. According to royal commentators, the youngest of the Wales children has been eased into ceremonial duties in a way that keeps his well-being at the center, a gentle approach rather than a sudden withdrawal or hidden storyline. For example, Louis joined his older siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, for a joyful and widely shared appearance at the Trooping the Colour celebrations in June 2025. This event, one of the year's most important ceremonial occasions for the monarchy, marked his presence alongside his family as they watched the military parade and RAF flypast from the iconic Buckingham Palace balcony. Running between important national duties and school schedules, these public moments are rare but meaningful, offering glimpses of Louis's personality within the structure of ceremonial tradition. Yet there are also notable occasions where Louis does not attend, and that is intentional rather than mysterious. In July 2025, for instance, when members of the Wales family attended the Wimbledon tennis championships, Louis was not present. Observers noted that his absence was simply because his parents are pacing his public engagements with care, ensuring that long, formal events like Wimbledon are introduced only when a child is a bit older and better able to participate comfortably. This pattern aligns with how William and Catherine have described their approach to parenting as royals, hands-on, attentive and tuned into their children's well-being. In interviews about family life, William has spoken about being actively involved in emotional conversations with all three children, including Louis, and emphasizing the importance of listening and supporting them as they grow up in a unique environment. Behind the scenes, rather than a crisis, what often goes unnoticed are the everyday decisions that balance family life with royal duty. Images from the Wales family's Christmas celebrations, for example, show Louis smiling broadly with his siblings during church services and holiday gatherings, illustrating that his public moments are joyful and organic rather than staged or forced. Meanwhile, upcoming engagements, including reports that the family is planning their first potential visit to the United States in 2026 as part of major world events, suggest that Louis may continue to be included in major outings when the time feels right for him and for the family as a whole. Within the palace, these decisions are made with care. Being a royal child doesn't demand constant public exposure, and Catherine and William have repeatedly shown that they prioritize normal childhood experiences alongside ceremonial roles, from family holidays to school breaks, ensuring that Louis's life remains balanced and nurturing. This approach explains why certain events feature all members of the family, while others do not, without implying anything secretive or troubling beneath the surface. What the public doesn't always see are the subtle decisions and quiet strategies behind how young royals like Prince Louis are introduced to ceremonial life. CES shaped not by crisis, but by family priorities, age-appropriate pacing, and parental care. Unlike older siblings, Louis's public role has been intentionally limited as his parents, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, balanced tradition with childhood well-being. At high-profile family events, he has often appeared with warmth and enthusiasm, stealing the spotlight with playful moments that showcase his character rather than carefully staged formality. For example, during the VE Day commemorations in May 2025, Prince Louis joined his parents and siblings for a military procession marking the 80th anniversary of victory in Europe, where he even shared light-hearted interactions with his father, capturing the attention of onlookers with his charm and spirited reactions. In contrast, there have been occasions when Louis did not join the rest of his family at major public events, and the reasons are neither mysterious nor dramatic, they are intentional. When the Wales family attended the Wimbledon tennis championships in July 2025, Louis was not present. Royal commentators explained that his absence was simply due to the careful planning of his public schedule. His older siblings were introduced to Wimbledon and similar sporting events only once they were a little older, and many observers noted that Louis's future debut at the annual tournament will likely follow a similar timeline based on precedent and what's best for a young child. This deliberate approach reflects how William and Catherine have navigated their roles as both senior royals and parents. Rather than pushing their youngest child into the spotlight at every opportunity, they have chosen engagements that are meaningful, manageable, and suited to his age, emphasizing family balance. Louis attended the royal Trooping the Colour balcony appearance with his family, where his natural reactions, from playful gestures to spontaneous interactions, endeared him to the public as a joyful presence in a structured ceremonial setting. Beyond ceremonial pageantry, Louis's life also includes everyday family moments away from cameras, whether that's school time, half-term breaks, or private outings with his siblings and parents. The Wales children, including Louis, have been seen enjoying more relaxed activities with their family, while William and Catherine continue to fulfill their official duties separately when needed. For instance, in late 2025, the Princess of Wales and Prince George attended the Festival of Remembrance in London together as part of a significant annual event honoring military service, illustrating how different members of the family participate in public life when age-appropriate. These patterns reveal a thoughtful philosophy. Rather than forcing a rigid or early immersion into public life, William and Catherine aim to protect childhood while gradually introducing ceremonial experiences. This approach respects both royal tradition and the normal developmental needs of a child growing up in one of the world's most visible families. From formal commemorations to seasonal events, the moments Louis shares with his family in public are chosen to uplift and celebrate without overwhelming the young prince, and his absence from certain engagements reflects timing and parental judgment rather than crisis or concealment. One of the most talked about examples came at the 2025 Wimbledon Championships. While his parents, Catherine and William, and his siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, walked the courts and attended the gentlemen's final, Louis was missing from the stands. At 7 years old, he has not yet made his Wimbledon debut, and that's no mistake. Royal commentators explain that George and Charlotte began attending Wimbledon at ages when they could better handle the length and formality of the event, and Louis's absence this year is simply part of a gradual, age-appropriate introduction to such experiences. His parents even ensured he still got a signed tennis ball so he wouldn't feel left out, a move that showed thoughtfulness rather than omission. Rather than seeing Louis's absences as puzzling, it's more accurate to view them as intentional choices by his parents to balance royal tradition with normal childhood life. William and Catherine have publicly shown they want their children to have as typical an upbringing as possible, including time out of the spotlight, normal school schedules, and family moments away from public duties. When Louis is present, like at major ceremonial events or holiday gatherings, his natural personality shines. From classic royal waves at Trooping the Colour to memorable antics on Christmas walks, these moments give the world the buffer and joy of seeing the monarchy as both tradition and relatable family life. The story of Prince Louis isn't one of secrecy or omission, it's one of intentional protection and upbringing, rather than thrusting a 7-year-old into every engagement. His parents are pacing his introduction into the public sphere, allowing him to grow at a measured pace while still sharing moments that matter. This approach reflects a changing monarchy, one that honors tradition while also recognizing the importance of mental well-being, childhood experience, and age-appropriate responsibilities. If you want more stories like this, deep dives into how the royal family raises the next generation, exclusive insights into royal public life, and the truth behind the headlines, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Sparkle's Crown.